Today on DC News Now at noon.
Came out of nowhere and they pointed guns.
Congressman carjacked. For the first time, he's speaking out.
Staying sunny out there, but we'll let you know when some clouds could start to make a return. And we're stretching your dollar. Those federal student loan payments, they're due yet again, helping you navigate the financial burden.
And the Washington Wizards are back on the court.
Extremely great day.
What we can expect for the upcoming season. Plus, meet this week's DMV doer, helping those who served our country.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the News at Noon. I'm Mark Hall. This afternoon, we're hearing from Congressman Cuellar for the first time after he was carjacked at gunpoint in the district last night. DC News Now's Randy Bass live in Navy Yard where it happened. Randy, what are we learning today?
Yeah, Mark, Congressman Cuellar this morning telling us he's doing just fine after everything that happened, all happening less than 24 hours ago here in Navy Yard near the corner of K and New Jersey Avenue Southeast, outside his apartment building here, Capitol Hill Tower, where he and several other members of Congress live. Also still here this afternoon, Capitol Police keeping an eye on things as the investigation remains underway. Here's what that scene looked like around 9:30 last night. 3 armed gunmen out of nowhere demanding his car and taking off. Cuellar says police showed up right away and found his car within 2 hours. He tells us what was going through his mind as it all went down.
You got to keep calm under those situations, and you analyze the situation quickly. You look around, one gun, second gun, maybe a third one behind me. You got to stay calm. They wanted the car, sure. They recovered everything. What really got me upset was they took my sushi. But anyway, that's something else. And they did recover the sushi after all.
Yeah, you hear the congressman make a joke there, seemingly in good spirits after everything that happened to him just last night. He went on this morning to thank both DC Police and Capitol Police for their quick response and recovery of his car last night. At this point, no word yet on any suspects. I was able to check in with Capitol Police this morning for any updates. They say they're hoping to get more information out to the public this afternoon. Live in Navy Yard, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now. Back to you.
All right, Randy, thank you. We're going to have more on this story coming up on DC News Now at 12:30. Let's take a live look outside on this weather. Beautiful Tuesday. Of course, you were looking at the Washington Monument. My goodness, another nice day. No complaints on this end. Meteorologist Damon Matson joined us now. Latest check in the forecast. Of course, Damon, 2 in a row.
2 in a row, my friend. Hey, last evening I rolled up on an old friend with his window down, trying to soak up the air. Hey, spoiler alert, it was Mark. But yes, we definitely are enjoying that fresh air again here today, folks, with how sunny and beautiful it is. Check it out. We started the morning with some cooler temperatures overall. We were down still in the low 50s back to the west and around DC. It stayed in the low 60s. Now, that is not as cool as what it was yesterday morning, but nonetheless here we had those cooler temperatures that allowed some fog to develop early this morning. But now that that fog has dissipated away, we are looking at things warming up very quickly because of a clear, sunny sky. There's your current temperatures. DC has already reached 80 degrees. Waldorf also there at 81, and then everybody else is pretty much situated in the 70s, but still warming up. As much like yesterday, we are well on our way to reaching the low to middle 80s. Look at the satellite and radar picture. There are just a few clouds dotted about out there here and there that could interrupt the sunshine, but that's it. And with how much sunshine we're going to see once again, that's why our temperatures will just continue to rise. And there you go. As we approach that 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour, most locations in the DMV should get to those lower to middle 80s before the sun goes down and we start to cool off a little bit, but it's just a repeat from yesterday. Clear skies, warm temperatures, and yes, we could once again see some fog tonight with that clear sky hanging around. But there are changes on the way for later this week. When should we expect to see some clouds and rainfall? We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. After a report from the Washington Post found hundreds of sexual complaints against D.C. government employees, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is working to update the district's sexual harassment policies. The report found nearly 300 complaints since 2017, and that same year, Mayor Bowser initiated an executive order to investigate the complaints. D.C. passed a law last year that broadened the definition of sexual harassment. Bowser has not updated the executive order to reflect that. She says the complaints mean that people feel more comfortable coming forward.
Still don't think we have a pervasive problem. I want to be clear. We're talking about 290 complaints right now. The number you just spit out, over 34,000 employees over 5 years. We don't want any.
This happening after 2 sexual harassment complaints were made against former Deputy Chief of Staff John Falchecchio. The mayor did not comment on why an update to the executive order has not been made. Well, several school districts in our region are expecting to get money as part of a class action lawsuit against the partial owner of Juul, the electronic cigarette maker. Well, that money could go towards efforts to curb the problem of youth vaping. Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcella takes a look at how big of a problem that it is and what could be done to help.
At a recent school board meeting in Prince William County, the board was briefed on vaping, and it was told of the 303 e-cigarette violations in the 2018-19 school year and how it doubled to 639 last year.
We do have some partners that have been diligent in supporting us, but definitely more is needed, especially for a school system this size.
It's been a problem Fairfax County is also addressing. FCPS has SAPs, or Substance Abuse Prevention Specialists, in all of its high schools, and a survey of self-reporting and anonymous 8th, 10th, and 12th graders showed just over 5% of them have vaped in the last month. And while that's an improvement from a few years ago, the district knows it has work to do, saying it will use the money from the Juul settlement to support our students' health and well-being.
Prevention in this county has always been on the back burner.
Back in Prince William County, Chrissy Falls urged the school board to hire additional SAPs. She serves on the county's Safe Schools Advisory Committee and says the education they pass on to students can be valuable, as she says it has been in neighboring districts.
That was Max Marcella reporting. Kaiser Permanente workers are preparing for what could be the largest healthcare strike in American history. A strike could begin as early as tomorrow for 75,000 workers. A spokesperson for Kaiser says that progress has been made at the bargaining table, and they're urging workers to reject all calls for a strike. Meantime, workers say that the current staffing crisis is endangering patient safety.
If you have a short staffing crisis, what that really does create is folks doing 2 or 3 jobs. What it creates for patients is long wait times for essential and sometimes very basic screenings and appointments.
Well, union officials say that negotiations include raises, protections against outsourcing and subcontractors, and a medical plan for retirees. 98% of the union's members have voted to approve the 3-day strike. And with federal student loan payments back on, many borrowers are scrambling to factor loan payments in with their other expenses. And we spoke with borrowers in Hagerstown who say they're worried about the extra bill. And that includes Marie Johnson, who's currently working on getting her doctorate. She faces $120,000 in student loans.
As much as student loan debt I do have, I'm not going to be able to repay for it. They're asking for pretty much my car note, half of my rent, and that's a lot of money.
Johnson says she doesn't have a plan to tackle student loans yet and is focused on getting her doctorate degree. Ed, 2023-2024 NBA season is around the corner, and yesterday the Washington Wizards were at Capital One Arena for Media Day ahead of the new season. And with a new front office and new faces on the court this season, the Wizards are going to be a completely different team this year as they begin their one-year rebuild. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma talked about how excited they are to lead a group of young guys under this front office leadership.
Just the growth and just the process of building with the team that we have right now, and bringing in, I think, maybe 9 or 10 new guys or something like that, and you know, really just trying to grow it out. You know, I think it's going to be very fun.
So just being able just to apply everything that I've learned and really put it to use in a new situation will be fun.